我们现在开始晨观暮觉。We now begin the awakening hour. 我们继续以信心铭为我们禅修的指导。信心铭说：为顺相争，是为心病，不是选止，徒劳念静。就是心当中有违顺，在这边纠结对立。违就是违背自己的意愿，我不希望这样的事情发生出现。顺就是顺从我的喜好，我喜欢有这样的事情发生。那一般人生活上碰到的不是违就是顺，始终在违顺对立。不知道我们当下这念心超越了违与顺，超越了好与不好，喜欢或不喜欢。所以喜欢一种，厌恶另外一种，是我们自己的分别心。就是这种分别心让我们人生不得自在，看不清楚。所以说违顺相争是心病，是我们的意识心的病，是我们的意识最爱做的事情，但是它是一个病，我们要看清楚。那看不清楚就是不是选止。什么是选止？这奥妙的、最深奥的、正确的实相的道理，你不懂，看不见。那就算我们在这边静坐功夫、禅定功夫非常的高深，做个20年、50年，还是枉然。那什么是选止呢？圆通太虚，无欠无余，这就是选止。其实我们当下这念心像虚空一样圆满无缺，无欠无余，什么都不少，也什么都不多，就是完美的。大家有感觉到我们自己的心是圆通太虚吗？是无欠无余吗？为什么没有感觉到这么殊胜的境界呢？为什么总是觉得有所缺乏、残缺不足呢？为什么总是要在外面去追寻呢？所以不是选止啊，那我们就得先把心静下来， 但是静下来不是目的，而是方法，让我们好好的去体会这玄旨。玄就是奥妙，为什么奥妙？心太粗，所以奥妙。那怎么办呢？不要为顺相争了，不要在真爱当中取舍。良由取舍，所以不足。如果我们不取舍，就能够体会到本自具足的这个。这是佛陀给我们最大的礼物。原来我们本来就本自具足。所以从现在这一秒开始，不要再取舍了。We continue to learn, to read from the third patriarch's Trust a Mind poem as a guidance to our practice. It says, the contention of likes and dislikes is a disease of the mind. Without realizing the profound principle, practicing stillness is futile. So aren't we here practicing stillness of the mind? But the Master says, if you do not realize the profound principle, then even if you have the greatest skill in reaching samadhi, reaching this stillness of the mind, you still won't realize the truth. Why do we not see the truth? It's because we have a disease of the mind, and that is the contention of likes and dislikes. Isn't that something we do all the time? We like this, we don't like that. I have to make a choice, and I hate it when I cannot choose what I like. So this contention is going on all the time, every day. But that is exactly what is causing us to be blind. So we need to realize the profound principle. What is profound principle? It is profound because it is deep, it is subtle, it is the truth. But most people don't see this apparent truth. So it is profound. And the poem continues, intrinsically perfect, like the great void, without lack, without excess. In choosing to grasp or to reject, one becomes blind to suchness. So the great principle is the principle of suchness. Suchness or thusness, it is simply the way it is. Suchness, the way it is. How come we don't see it? How come something that's supposed to be so apparent, the way it is, the way everything is, that of course is the truth? Why has that become the profound principle? Why don't we see it? It's right in front of our eyes, every moment, all the time, this suchness. Why we don't see it? We don't feel it. We don't experience it because of the contention of like and dislike. If we can let go of likes and dislikes, let go of grasping and rejecting, then our mind will be at peace immediately. And that is the true peace. The true peace. Because that true peace of mind, that true stillness of the mind, the true stillness of the mind is not when you sit still. The mind is still at all times, no matter what you do. And when you experience that, you realize that we do not lack anything. We are perfect as it is. And yet we don't feel perfect. Far from it, we feel we're always lacking something. Why? Because we judge and compare and have preferences. So the great way is not difficult. If you do not pick and choose, if you let go of grasping and rejecting, if the contention of likes and dislikes is no longer contention, what you like, great. What you don't like, even better. Then we are on the way to realizing the great principle. Okay, it's a nice Sunday morning from where I am. I hope all of you will have a good day today. Are there any questions about the meditation? Yes, go ahead, Vandana.
Amitofu Shifu. So I was trying to contemplate on the sense consciousness, all of them. And my mind understood that, okay, when the eye sees object, then eye consciousness arises at that moment. And then there is a knowing part of it. And there is other part which interpret that object for me. So knowing just knows. And then the next step go further when I see, for example, I'm looking at you, I know you, so I know you're Shifu. So mine interpret that. My question is, and that all goes into our memory, which start to condition us from the beginning of our life, right? When our parent says, "Oh, this is you're a girl," and you start remembering that, and keep on happening, and then conditioning start to occur. My question is that when we say that eye consciousness arises, from where it arises, because people says that body is not in the mind is not in the body, uh, body is in the mind. So where does it arises from? Where is it? I mean, can you please?
Okay, it is a perennial, always have this debate about the relationship of body and mind, and we don't need to get into that philosophical speculation or debate. What is important is that we recognize that from the body, the mind can react to the body, right? But also the mind can act on itself, on its own. So there are all kinds of different factors that affect our mind, including the body. Some people place too much amount of emphasis on the body without paying attention to the nature of their mind and what the mind is doing. And they will become attached to the physical pleasures or physical needs. But also there are people who live in their own world, mental world, without paying attention to the health or well-being of their body. So both are extremes that we want to avoid. What is important is that when we doing the mindfulness practice, we recognize that in every single experience there is the knowing, right? The knowing is always there. And then the consciousness part of our mind begin to interpret. What does it interpret on? What information? The information can come from the eyes, the ears, the nose, the body, the mind, right? The tongue. So the information can come from the mind itself. So when we recognize, oh, this is Shifu, this is a man, this is a woman, this is my friend, this person I don't know, that's okay. That part of the conscious activity is, simply labeling and helping us to get around the world.
Yes.
When it becomes a problem is begin to judge this is good, this is beautiful, and this is ugly. This I like and this I dislike. So this kind of judgment create, like we say, it's a disease of the mind, creates contention within our own mind, and then creates a contention between us and other people. And that becomes an obstacle. It prevent us from being able to see a higher truth, or a more seeing things from all angles. Okay, when we can really let go of these judgments, we will be able to find peace, even as we are acting and doing things and talking and interacting. When we do not let go of that judging, then we will never find peace, even when we are alone by ourselves. Okay?
Yeah, so can we say that there is no one knowing, but they're like all the sense consciousness organs have the knowing us, right?
They are
Okay.
all expressions of the knowing. So we say that the knowing is called seeing when
Yeah.
we're referring to the eye.
Yes.
The knowing is called hearing, when it's applied to the ear. So this is just one knowing for
One.
us
Okay.
that integrates these sense functions. Okay?
But when we see something, only we know that seeing, we are not hearing. So there is no knowing for hearing in that time. So that's how I try to.
You cannot say that they're different. You cannot say that they're the same. It is the way it is. Knowing is powerful. It's powerful. It can be as ordinary beings. It is expressed in the six ways of seeing, hearing, smelling, tasting, and touching and thinking. Okay, through thinking, but ultimately just one, knowing. So for the advanced bodhisattvas and Buddhas, it's just knowing, and they can use it in more powerful ways than we can. But then
Yes.
for now,
Yes.
it's not helpful to think of it as six different
Yeah.
bodies.
No, I understand because you can see without seeing because when your
Yes.
mind can see. Yeah. No, I got it. Wow, this is nice. Thank you, Shifu.
OK，所以刚刚的问题就是说，我们观察我们的心有一个知的这个层面，有识的这个层面。OK，那知的层面呢，知道你是谁啊，你是监护师啊，你是某某师兄啊，然后是男是女，这些其实都不是问题啊，这只是帮助我们在这个社会，在这个世界能够运作。但是呢，什么时候是出了问题呢？就是唯顺相争嘛，就是有争有爱嘛。有了这种分别心，当我们的意识对一个现象起了这种分别心，有爱有不爱，有喜欢跟厌恶啊，那就是问题出现了，这就是心病。那这样就会障碍，让我们的心不得宁静。你看，你只要有喜欢不喜欢，你的心就不宁静。Whenever you have likes and dislikes, your mind is not at peace. And when the mind is not at peace, you don't see clearly. 所以没有真爱，你的心才能清净，才能看清楚人生，开始看清楚人生，开始看清楚你自己的心。所以这是我们心当中最大的障碍，一定要练习不取不舍，不取不舍。All right, let us now make a dedication. 我们现在回向。愿以此共同禅修功德回向与会大众以及所有一切众生，能够戒定慧增长，明心见性，心当中找到绝对的安宁。也回向给世界每一个角落都能够和平安乐。We dedicate the merits from our meditating together to all the participants and all sentient beings, discovering the true peace of mind, from within, not from seeking outside, and that we realize the complete reality. We also dedicated merits to peace and harmony in every corner of this world. Okay, we'll see you again, same time next Sunday.